Hello everyone, I'm Opelia Celeste and my partner is Rizal and Paz. And today we are going to report all about Region 10. Ang Region 10 ay tinawag na Northern Mindanao and it comprises of 5 provinces, namely Bukidnon, Camiguin, Lanao del Norte, Misamis Occidental at Misamis Oriental. At meron itong dalawang highly urbanized city which are Cagayan de Oro City and Iligan City. Sa Region 10, sa ilagan ng Region 10 makikita natin ang Bohol Sea. Sa silangan ay ang mga probinsya ng Agusan del Norte and Sur. Sa timog ay ang Davao del Norte and sa kanluran is mga probinsya naman ng Zamboanga del Sur and Lanao del Sur. Climate located outside the typhoon belt area. Rainfall evenly distributed throughout the year. Vegetation, natural springs, and high elevations ang dahilan kung bakit merong malamig na klima ang Region 10. Geography, Cagayan de Oro is located along Macabalan Bay in central coast of northern Mindanao. It serves as regional center for Region 10. Bounded by Barangay Bugo on the west by Barangay Iponan and Barangay Tumpagon on the south. Its total land area is 48,885 hectares or 488,583 square per kilometer. Sa languages, meron silang Cebuano or Visayan, Tagalog, Hiligaynon, Maranao, Waray, Higaunon, Ilocano, Spanish, and English. People, the vast majority of the region's inhabitants are migrants from Cebu and Bohol. Some inhabitants are of Waray, Tagalog, and Maranao descent. Economy. The economy of Northern Mindanao is the largest regional economy in the island of Mindanao. The economy in Northern Mindanao is mainly agricultural, but there is also a booming growth of industries, particularly in Cagayan de Oro City and in Iligan City. The famous Del Monte Philippines, located in the province of Bukidnon, and its processing plant are located in Cagayan de Oro City, which ships to the entire Philippines and Asia Pacific region. The August 4 to 7 hydroelectric plants in Iligan City and Baloy, Lanao del Norte supply most of the electrical power in Mindanao. Culture. So, ang Northern Mindanao is also rich in culture, which can be seen in the numerous festivals. So, one of the most popular festival in the region is the Higalay Festival in Cagayan de Oro City. They celebrate the feast day of Saint Agustin tuwing 28 ng August. Another festival is Kaamulan Festival in Bukidnon. It is an ethnic cultural festival wherein people allocate a relative amount of their time to remember the culture and traditions of the 7 ethnic tribes in the area. And isa pa sa famous festival ng Region 10 ay ang Lanzones Festival ng Camiguin, which is a 4-day celebration of this fruit. Ginaganap tuwing 3rd week ng October. It is essential to note that the sweetest Lanzones can be found in the islands of Camiguin. Some parts of this region are known to have preserved their tribal beliefs and customs. An example is the Higaunon, a mountain tribe in Bukidnon. Apparently, they still believe in the existence of spirits and gods. Another superstition is they need to please the spirits so they will experience something good in return. People in this tribe still live according to their traditions with farming as the primary source of income. Additionally, the ancestors of its current inhabitants mentioned that the region was occupied by 4 tribes, but when northern central Mindanao was divided into provinces, migrants from Visayas and Luzon began to dominate the region. Aside from the festival, meron din ang Region 10 na pinagmamalaki ng kanilang culture ay ang kanilang establishment and churches. These include the Immaculate Conception Parish Church in Misamis Oriental, Makapagal Makaraeg Heritage House in Lanao del Norte, General MacArthur Maker and St. Augustine Cathedral in Cagayan de Oro. This place represents a glimpse of northern Mindanao's history because the events that occurred in this location molded Region 10 to be what it is today. The province of Camiguin is home to century-old churches such as the Santo Rosario Church and Old Katarman Church ruins. By law, church is considered as a miraculous place because a lot of individuals connect it to how its existence saved numerous lives during the eruption of Mount Hibok-Hibok. Besides that, there are also a lot of ancestral homes that can be found in this region that date back all the way to the Spanish era. So let's move on to the provinces of the regions and its cities or municipalities. First is ang Bukidnon. Bukidnon, highland paradise at the heart of Mindanao. Occupying a wide plateau in the north-central part of Mindanao, Bukidnon has a progressive agriculture-based economy. It is a major producer of rice, corn, sugar, coffee, rubber, pineapple, tomato, flowers, cassava, and other fruits and vegetables. It is also a major producer of chicken, hogs, and cattle, having the biggest agricultural area with soils and climate highly suited to agriculture. Bukidnon is a main source of agricultural products and raw materials that feed the processing plants within the province and the major processing centers of the region. Bukidnon is also labeled as the highland paradise in the heart of Mindanao. While it is derived from the Visayan term bukid for mountain, it is predominantly a rolling grassland plateau with an average elevation of 915 meters. The province of Bukidnon is known as the pineapple capital of the Philippines. So, ang Bukidnon kilala rin bilang pineapple capital of the Philippines. Aside from that, it also houses the second highest mountain in the country. Bukidnon is subdivided into 20 municipalities and 2 cities. Meron ang Balay City and Valencia City. sa municipalities: Baungon, Cabanglasan, Damulog, Dangkagan, Don Carlos, Impasugong, Katinggilan, Kalilangan, Kibawe, Kitawtaw, Lantapan, Libuna, Malitbog, Manulo, Portis, Maramag, Pangantukan, Quezon, San Fernando, Sumilao, and Tarakan. And the capital of Bukidnon is the municipality of Malaybalay City. So, ang festival ng Bukidnon ay ang Kamulan Festival. Kamulan Festival is from the word Kamulan, comes from the Binukid word Amul, which literally means to gather. It is a festival celebrated annually by the Bukidnon people. So, sa Kamulan Festival, nandito ang 7 tribes na kadalo sa pag-celebrate ng Kamulan Festival. Ito ay ang Bukidnon, Talaandig, Tigwahanon, Manobo, Umayamnon, Matigsalog, and Higaonon are gathered to celebrate diversity, culture, pride, and unity. Each tribe showcases their own tribal costumes, dances, and products. Kamulan Festival swings by in Balay between the last week of March to about mid-April. Since its creation in 1974, it never fails to draw crowd despite several changes in its schedule. Originally held every September, then moved to August, and in the recent years in March. So, ang pinaka-original na pag-celebrate ng Kamulan is September talaga. But, nilipat nila ito sa August and nalipat ulit sa mga nakalipas na taon sa buwan ng Marso. Tourist spot in Bukidnon. Isa na dito ay ang Dahilayan Adventure Park. It is located in the town of Manolo, Portis. This park sits at the base of Mount Kitanglad Range. You can easily reach this park for about 45 minutes of travel from the town proper. However, if you come from Cagayan de Oro, the journey takes around 1 hour and 30 minutes. This Bukidnon tourist spot offers a wide range of adrenaline-pumping activities that best enjoyed when traveling with your family or friends. At isa sa attraction na pwede nating itry sa Dahilayan Adventure Park is the dual zip line that spans 840 meters at a 100-meter drop. Before going into action, you will be riding first a 4WD Safari Cruiser to take you to its launching tower. Other attractions to try are the Sky Tower base jump from an 80-story platform, Python roller jeep ride, flying lizard, canopy glider, and the rope course. Next is ang Mount Kitanglad Agri-Ecological Techno Demo Center. Learn about sustainable farming by visiting the Mount Kitanglad Agri-Ecological Techno Demo Center in Sinaburan, Malaybalay City in Bukidnon. Ito ay pagmamaari ni Mr. Benjamin Maputi and his wife. This 22-hectare property is among the country's top demonstration farms. Wise, the core advocate, is all about the viability of integrated farming and environmental protection. A guided tour lets you explore the farms and ecological trails aside from learning its zero waste management process. Aside from your eco tour, you can also visit its habit house. With the owner's fascination with the movie The Lord of the Rings, he came up with the idea of building a replica of those amusing tiny houses. Next is ang Bukidnon Pineapple Farm. Itong Bukidnon Pineapple Farm is pwede nating puntahan sa Manolo Fortis houses at ito yung pinakamalaking pineapple production plant in the country, named Del Monte Pineapple Plantation. This 25,000 hectare lands composes a community of farms, plantations, employee housing, and facilities. Visiting the camp is free, and you can get to see the vast pineapple farm from horizon to horizon. Inside, you can visit its souvenir shop to buy some souvenirs and pineapple delicacies at a reasonable price. This Bukidnon tourist spot will surely get anyone in awe with its vast pineapple fields. Next, ang Panimahawa Ridge. Mountaineering enthusiasts should not miss Panimahawa Ridge when visiting Bukidnon. Peaking at 819 meters in Impasugong, this marvelous landscape is a whole adventure worthy of a try. After reaching the drop-off point, you need to secure a permit from its local tourism office, and a local guide will accompany your group. So bago ka pumunta doon is kailangan muna nating kumuha ng permit from its local tourism office at kailangan natin ng local guide to accompany our group. The trek takes about 2 hours for beginners and more or less 1.5 hours for the pro ones. So, sa mga beginners, 2 hours ang tinatagal para makapunta sa pinakataas at 1 or at least 1.5 hours naman para sa mga sanay na. If you plan to camp, you can schedule your hike in the afternoon to catch the stunning sunset view at the peak. So, ang pinakamagandang view doon is every afternoon or hapon mo para makita yung sunset view. During the night time, you can observe the Milky Way galaxy if the weather fits perfectly. Next ay ang Lake Apo. Lake Apo is a crater lake in Barangay Ginoyoran in the city of Valencia in Bukidnon Province in the Philippines. It is located in a hilly area about in elevation about WSW. Itong ibig sabihin nitong WSW is the compass point midway between west and southwest of the city population. Lake Apo was awarded the cleanest inland body of water in northern Mindanao region in the late 1990s. The green body of water has an estimated area with maximum depths reaching up to. So dito sa Lake Apo, pwede tayong mag-try ng we can try ride the floating cottage while having our lunch, or when you want some tranquil moments while in the middle of the lake. You can try fishing while standing on the bamboo rafts too. With its peaceful setting and picturesque surrounding, you'll have your mini detox moment, even only for a couple of hours. Ang products ng Bukidnon, meron silang binaki or binake. Ito ay corn husk wrap, boiled ground corn with powdered milk, baking powder, and sugar. Pineapple pie or piña pie, Monk's Blend Premium Coffee, Agkud. Agkud is a wine produced by the Monobos for celebrations, made from a mix of cassava, sorghum, corn, and teacup, which is rice mixed with rice yeast. And last is ang Tablea de Bukidnon. The next province is the Camiguin, the island born of fire. The Camiguin Island's history is both colorful and intriguing. The name Camiguin is derived from the native word Camagong, a tree of the Ebony family that thrives near Lake Mainit in the province of Surigao del Norte. The original inhabitants of Camiguin were Manobos, who migrated from Surigao. The old native language in Camiguin is called Kinamiguin, which is pareho lang sa dialect ng mga Surigao. Camiguin is a small and peaceful island province in the Philippines, located in the Bohol Sea of the northern coast of Mindanao. It may be the smallest island in Mindanao and the second smallest province in the Philippines. Dubbed the island born of fire, Camiguin is home to 7 volcanoes that continue to shape and reshape its unique landscape. So kaya siya tinawag na island born of fire because of its 7 volcanoes. Camiguin is also famous for its sweet lanzones fruits, for which an annual festival is dedicated. It is composed of 5 municipalities, namely Mambahaw, Catarman, Sagay, Ginsiliban, and Mahinog. Its capital is the municipality of Mambahaw. Lanzones Festival reigns as one of the most watched festivals in the Philippines. It is celebrated mainly in Mambahaw, Camiguin, every third week of October for about 4 days, thanking the divine for the plentiful, delicious, sweet lanzones growing in the trees in the whole island. During the Lanzones Festival, people, houses, streets, among many other things and places are decorated with the lanzones fruit and lanzones leaves to signify abundance. Local dance with happiness commemorating the legend of a beautiful young maiden who changed the taste of the fruit from bitter to sweet. So, ang activity na mayroon sa festival, sa Lanzones Festival is ang street dancing, which is highlighting the culture, tradition, and the fruit of Camiguin invites domestic and foreign tourists alike to watch the scenic grand parade of the golden fruit during the Lanzones Festival. Mayroon din silang parties, cultural shows, beauty pageant, or coronation of mutya sa buwahanan, and trade fair that features local handicraft and products. Next is ang tourist spot ng Camiguin, White Island. White Island is one of the famous tourist spots in Camiguin, which is about 1.4 kilometers off the northeastern coast of the mainland. It is actually a spectacular sandbar devoid of any vegetation and just pure and soft white sand. This lovely sandbar is even made into a picture-perfect destination surrounded by turquoise waters with a great view of Mount Hibok-Hibok and Mount Vulcan of the mainland. The best time to visit on the island is on the early morning or late afternoon to avoid the scorching sun. White Island is located in Mambahaw, Camiguin. Next is ang Mantig Island, about 3.5 kilometers off the eastern coast of Camiguin lies the tropical paradise island of the province. Mantig Island, also known as Magsaysay Island. It is a 4.4 hectare island declared as a national park and sanctuary composed of lush vegetation at its center and surrounded pure white sand beach. The crystal clear waters surrounding the island is teeming with corals and biodiversity, making it one of the best snorkeling and scuba diving destinations in the province, similar to White Island. It also offers picturesque views of the mountains in the mainland. Mantigi Island is situated in Mahinog, Camiguin. So itong Mantig Island o kilala din bilang Magsaysay Island is best for snorkeling and scuba diving. And similar sa White Sand, meron din siyang picturesque view of the mountains of the mainland. Ito ay makikita natin sa Mahinog, Camiguin. Next is ang the Sunken Cemetery. The Sunken Cemetery is one of the iconic tourist spots in Camiguin Island, marked by the huge cross several meters away from a beach on the western side of the mainland. It was once a 5-hectare public cemetery but was sunken due to the eruption of Mount Vulcan Daan on 1871. The gigantic cross was erected on 1982, which marks the entomb underneath. Surprisingly, the area underneath the cross are teeming with different types of corals and biodiversity, which became a known dive site. Visitors may reach the cross boarding a paddle boat. Another destination left the same volcanic eruption is the old Geob church ruins, which can be found nearby. Sunken Cemetery is located in Katarman, Camiguin. Next is ang Giant Clam Sanctuary. On the southern tip of Camiguin Island is a beautiful golden sand beach of Caliba Beach where the Giant Clam Sanctuary can be found. So itong Giant Clam Sanctuary ay makikita natin sa Caliba Beach. The Kabila Giant Clam Sanctuary and Ocean Nursery, a non-government project of Kantaan Centennial Multipurpose Cooperative, is a home of more than 4,000 small to gigantic clams. 6 out of 7 giant clam species in the world can be found on site. Visitors may tour around the man-made pool with small and giant clams as well as snorkel into their natural habitat. On the other hand, few steps away from the sanctuary is a serene golden sand beach fringed with trees. Giant Clam Sanctuary is situated in Kinsiliban, Camiguin. Next tourist spot is ang Katibawasan Falls. Katibawasan Falls is the most beautiful falls in Camiguin, tucked at the foot of Mount Timpuong. It is a 250-meter high waterfall which cascades from a very steep cliff covered with wild ferns and greenery. At the base of the falls is a crystal clear, cold and refreshing partially man-made basin as well as scattered notable huge boulders. The falls is being closed and maintained by the local government. Visitors can conveniently reach this destination riding a habal-habal motorcycle on a road, paved road passing through forest lands of the province. Katibawasan Falls is located in Mambahaw, Camiguin. And another falls na makikita natin sa Camiguin is ang Binangawan Falls. At the heart of Camiguin Island, covered with thick forest, lies the adventure trekking destination in the province, the Binangawan Falls. Sometimes people refer to it as the Rainbow Falls. So, pwede natin siyang tawaging Rainbow Falls. Due to the vapors from the gushing waters of the falls being exposed to sunlight, thus creating a rainbow. So, kaya siya tinawag na Rainbow Falls. It is a surreal spot where water cascades on a mossy cliff and the entire area is surrounded with greens, boulders, and some singing birds. To reach the site, visitors may ride a habal-habal motorcycle to reach the entrance of the trail, followed by less than an hour trek to the falls. Binangawan Falls is situated in Sagay, Camiguin. Product ng Camiguin ay ang lanzones ice cream, chicharon pusit, pastel, at ang lanzones wine. So, ang next province is ang Lanao del Norte, the land of beauty and bounty. The term Lanao is derived from a Maranao word Ranao, meaning a body of water. Maranao means lake dweller. They are the natives of the place occupying the land around Lake Lanao, which is situated at the central part of Lanao del Sur. Lanao applies to the entire area before its division. When it was divided into two provinces, the southern portion became Lanao del Sur and the northern part became Lanao del Norte. Lanao del Norte is situated in northern Mindanao along the northwest and southwest coast of the Mindanao Island. Its boundaries include Iligan Bay on the north, the provinces of Lanao del Sur and Bukidnon to the east, Ilana Bay and the Celebes Sea to the south and southwest, and the province of Zamboanga del Sur and Panguil Bay to the west, with the province of Misamis Occidental on the opposite side of Panguil Bay. The province consists of 22 municipalities, namely Bacolod, Baloy, Baroy, Kapatagan, Kauswagan, Kulambugan, Lala, Dinamon, Magsaysay, Maigo, Matugaw, Munay, Nunungan, Pantauragat, Panta, Puunap, Piagapo, Salvador, Sapad, Sultan Naga Dimaporo, Taguluan, Tangkal, and Tubod. Its capital is the municipality of Tubod. So, festival. Sa festival na celebrate ng Lanao del Norte ay ang Alimango Festival. Alimango Festival, an annual celebration that highlights the abundance of crabs in the municipality of Lala. Activities include a crab or ocean team grand street dancing parade, crab races, biggest crab contest, and an agri-trade fair, celebrated every 22nd of March at Lanao del Norte. The limango became a symbol of unity among Christians, Lumads, and Muslims who are living in harmony and prosperity in the 27 barangays of Lala. Further, it also became a symbol of economic developments as more people in various communities developed sustainable livelihood and agricultural practices. So, sineselebrate nila tong Alimango Festival, hindi lang tanda na ang ekonomiya nila ay mas lumago, but also a symbol of unity among Christians, Lumads, and Muslims, which they living in harmony and prosperity in the 27 barangays of Lala. Next festival is ang Sarimanok Festival. The founding anniversary of Kulambugan falls on every first day of July. The famous Sarimanok Festival highlights it. Actually, the Sarimanok is a landmark. Passers-by and commuters coming from the different neighboring towns in a glimpse knew they have reached Kulambugan seeing the Sarimanok. Sarimanok Festival is a celebration of peace and unity amidst the two dominant cultures of Christians and Muslim brothers. It is also a celebration of faith and abundance of its constituents and its 26 barangays. Colorful costumes of Sarimanok parade the town in a street dancing competition. Agri-aqua fairs, cultural programs, and sporting contests are some of the highlights of the Sarimanok Festival. So itong Sarimanok Festival is sineselebrate as a symbol of peace and unity between two cultures, Christians and Muslim. Next festival is ang Sagingan Festival. Sagingan Festival, as well as the two determined priority measures to enhance the product of the economic symbol of Tubod. With close coordination of two Department of Agriculture, the banana yields of Tubod were given special treatment. In 1987, the first Sagingan Festival celebrated by Tubod during the commemoration of the town's creation. The celebration highlighted the presentation of the different varieties of banana in Tubod. Seeing the festival enlightens the Tubodnons on the importance of banana in generation income. It was enhanced, developed, and sustained by the LGU of Tubod. Sa tourist spot, sana dito ang Agus River. Agus River is a river that flows for 36.5 kilometers or 22.7 miles from Lanao Lake to Ligan Bay, Philippines. It cuts through the provinces of Lanao del Sur and Lanao del Norte. It separates into two channels as it drains to Ligan Bay, one going over the Maria Cristina Falls while the other supplies the Tinago Falls. In 1992, the National Power Corporation financed the reforestation of the Lake Lanao-Agus River watershed, planting over 1,500 hectares of Acacia manjum, Durio gibitenus, and other indigenous trees. Next is the Cathedral Falls. Cathedral Falls is easy to describe. It is because of its stone formation around the waterfalls. It resembles that of a cathedral's pillars. That is why it was named Cathedral Falls. The stones are like the huge posts of a cathedral. Though they come in different shapes, it is also the boundary of the two barangays of Kapatagan, namely Barangay Cathedral Falls and Barangay Waterfalls. Next is Mount Agad Agad-Agad. Is located in Barangay Pugaan, Iligan City. The northern Norte with an estimated height of 1,600 feet above sea level. It is quite known to every mountain hikers and other adventurers since it is very accessible and good for an overnight camping. So, ang madalas pumupunta doon sa Mount Agad-Agad is yung mga mountain hikers and mahilig sa adventure since madali lang siyang ma-access and maganda rin sa overnight camping. Next is Mount Inayawan. Mount Inayawan is a mountain range located in the heart of Nunungan, Lanao del Norte, the biggest municipality of the province in terms of its area. It stands with an astonishing height of 1,535 meters above sea level. Alluringly, Mount Inayawan is the highest mountain in the province of Lanao del Norte. The mountain which also showcased a beautiful twin lake called Lake Nunungan offers the inhabitants a vast expanse of freshly abundant flora and fauna. Mount Inayawan Range and Natural Park serve as the last forest mainstay and critical watershed area of its municipalities and people. Next is ang Pagayawan Waterfalls. Pagayawan Waterfalls is another masterpiece of Lanao del Norte. So itong Pagayawan Waterfalls is the waterfalls capital of the Philippines, located in Barangay Pagayawan in the small town of Bacolod. Pagayawan Falls has taken the spots as another prospect tourism attraction that will be added to its nature's effect collection of the province. Next is ang Paseo del Santiago. Paseo de Santiago is a seafront area with an open seating concept which offers an amazing view of the sunset at Iligan Bay. The place is very accessible and offers a spacious parking space. Paseo de Santiago is a privately owned property located at Barangay Santiago, Iligan City. It opened its doors several months ago but has already attracted tourists of Mindanaoans alike. Sa product, andito ang Dudol, Kinilaw with Tabon, Iligan Lechon, Palapa, Iligan Piaya, and Suka Pinakurat.
So, good day. My name is Rochelle Empas and I am the second reporter, and it's all about Misamis Occidental and Misamis Oriental. So, Misamis Occidental is capital of Oroqueta City. The history of Misamis Occidental at first constituted Misamis formed a part of the Republic of Cebu in 1880. It became a congregamiento comprised of 4 parties or divisions in 1850. It expanded further until it covered almost a fourth of the entire Mindanao island. Later on, became one of the 7 districts of Mindanao and Sulu at the close of the Spanish era. Next one is geography. Misamis Occidental is located near the narrow strip of land linking northwestern Mindanao to the north central part of the island, shaped like a collapsible fan. It is bounded on the northeast by the Mindanao Sea, east by the Iligan Bay, southwest by the Iligan Pangol Bay, and the west by the Zamboanga del Norte and Sur. Their economy in Misamis Occidental is depends firstly on fishing, secondly on coconuts, and the last is the rice. The province has 169 kilometers of coastline fronting the rich fishing grounds of Panguil and Iligan Bay. It also has the biggest area of brackish water fish pond on the region. Culture, art, language, dialect, and their beliefs. Misamis has a wide range of amenities, as well as a rich culture and tradition that inspire pilgrimage. It satisfies your trip in the residential or business needs as well as those of the other Philippine province. The province dialect is Subanon, pronounced Subanon, is spoken primarily by members of Subanon tribe. The majority of the people, however, are Cebuano speakers who can also communicate in Tagalog and English. The province of Misamis was originally settled by Subanons, who were easy prey for Lanao Sea pirates as of 2013. Roman Catholicism is the most popular religion in Misamis Occidental, with 70% of the population believing in it. The Iglesia Filipina, independent of Aglipay Church, has 20% of population, while several Protestant churches has, as well as Islam are monitories. City and municipalities is best known for. We have regional 9 municipalities of the province of Misamis Occidental and is famous for beautiful waters and bountiful fish and seafood for export. We have festivals and festa in Misamis Occidental. The Binalbal Festival is annual festival held on the 1st of January in Tudela. Misamis Occidental is a unique celebration of welcoming the new year for the townfolk of Tudela. And next one is Dalit Festival. Dalit Festival in Tangub City. It is city simple way of saying Mabuhay and welcome to Tangub, which celebrate the fest of Saint Michael the Archangel with every 29th of September. So Dalit means offering, which presents the unique way of fostering friendship, unity, and love of all Tangobanos to their visitors. The festival showcases varied activities and presentation, which include ritual and dances that depict of the Filipino way of life. So the next one is Harvest Festival in Tangub City. Showcases the product of Technodem farm at Mantic, with different kind of melons and watermelons promoted and sold. Other agricultural farm products promoted as saso chicken, the native chicken, goat, and the swine. The festival is a venue to promote the agritourism program of the city, creating business matching opportunities for the people of Tangub City. So next is Onog-Og Festival in Oroqueta City held on October 15 in honor of Our Lady of the Most Holy Rosary. And the last festival in Misamis Occidental is Subanon Cake Subanon in Ozamis City, a week-long festivity marking the fest of Nuestra Señora del Tirofro de la Cruz. The main feature is the Subanon Cake Subanon Festival Street, dancing while highlighting the lifestyles of the Subanons as depicted in songs, dances, and other form of simulated social expression participated by the different private and public schools. tourist destination of the region. First is Mount Malindang Range Natural Park in Ozami City. On June 19, 1971, Republic Act 6266 designated Mount Malindang Range as a national park and watershed reserve. The mentioned range was declared a natural park on August 2, 2002 through Proclamated Number 228 under the rules of Republic Act 7586 or the NIPAS Act of 1992, making it a protected area. Next is Piduan Curtain Falls in Don Victoriano, Cheongbian. Paduan Curtain Falls boasts multiple layers, cascading beautifully towards a stunning pool. Green foliage surrounds the falls, giving it a rustic view. The pristine water of the waterfall emanates from Malindang mountain range, one of the country's last ecological frontiers. Immaculate Conception Cathedral in Ozami City is one of the top tourist spots in Misamis Occidental. Both local and foreign tourists, mostly Catholic, come here to pay devotion of the Virgin Mary. Its stunning architecture is also a must-see. The next is Lake Duminagat. It is believed to be an ASEAN crater on an extinct volcano Mount Malindang. It is located between Barangay Lake Duminagat and Barangay Gandawan, which is part of municipality of Don Victoriano province of Misamis Occidental. Sapang Dalaga Falls and Baga Falls in situ Celso Valles. Sapang Dalaga Falls lies on a man-made park with its iconic statue of the titular maiden. The park is ideal for family picnics or camping, has basic amenities such as table and a function hall. It is only 2 kilometers away from the town center. That makes it is of the most accessible tourist spot in Misamis Occidental. Sibukan Hot Spring in Oroqueta City also lies on falls of Mount Malindang. Its thermal water have soothing and healing properties. Therefore, you'll not only feel relaxated deep on the pool, but also experience better well-being. Plus, you'll get a refreshing view of surrounding forests. These forests teem with blooming orchid and endemic wildlife species. And next one is Shatong Falls in Mount Malindang Range. Shatong Falls is one of the hidden waterfalls of Mount Malindang. It measured around 20 meters high and cascades lazily like heavenly drizzling. Lush vegetation surrounds the falls. You can stand on its base and experience the cascading water massage your back. Misamis Oriental, the capital of Cagayan de Oro. The history of Misamis Oriental shared the history with Misamis Occidental of being part of the province of Cebu during the Spanish colonial era in 1880. Misamis was carved out from Cebu to become a separate province with Cagayan de Misamis as its capital, and was further subdivision into partidos or division. Partido de Cagayan, Partido de Catarman, Partido de Dapitan, and Partido de Misamis. The new Misamis province was part of the District of Mindanao during later part of 19th century, with its territory spanning from Dapitan to the west, Ginoog to the east, and as far as Lanao and Cotabato of the south. Misamis is one of Spanish-controlled territories vulnerable to Moro raids. The The Forza de la Concepcion was built as a Spanish military installation and one of the staging points in their expedition against Morons. A fort in Balo, it present the Lanao del Norte, was also constructed in 1891 on the order of General Valeriano Wheeler in its renewal campaign against the Maralanos. The Fuerza de San Miguel in Iligan was also built, serving as the muster point for Spanish force in their campaigns in Lanao. Next is the geography. The province of Misamis Oriental is located at the central portion of northern Mindanao. The province is bounded on the north by Bohol Sea, on the east of province of Agusan del Norte, on the south by the province of Bukidnon and Lanao del Norte, and on the west by Iligan Bay. The province is predominantly mountainous. Economy of Misamis Oriental are engaged in farming and fishing as their main source of livelihood. Rice, corn, and coconut are the main agricultural products. Culture, art, language, dialect, and beliefs. Continues from the municipality of Misamis Oriental showcase the rich culture and history of Misamis Oriental in Kuyamis Festival dance held at the Misamis Oriental Integrated Sport Complex. Their culture is art exhibit in just one of several events the province tourism department has organized in celebration of the Kuyamis Festival 2020. Other events include the Miss Kuyamis 2020 Coronation Night, Boat Competition, Atoms Kuyamis Festival Night, Festival Street Dance Competition, second Governor Bambi Emano Horse Show and Competition, Mindanao Overland Expedition, and Queen of Misamis Oriental 2020, among others. So their language is Cebuano and Bisaya. It is spoken in all towns and cities in Misamis Oriental. Their beliefs also 80% of population are Roman Catholics. The rest are neither liberal or conservative Protestant such as Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and Iglesia ni Cristo. City and municipalities is best known for home to a variety of wildlife and marine sanctuary and host coastline is a nesting site of endangered marine turtle. Another destination one can visit is Kolar Garden of Misamis Oriental and the best scuba diving site in the province, Duca Bay Resort in Medina. The festival in Misamis Oriental is Kuyamis Festival, held on January 5 to 10. According to historical scribble and records, Misamis was formerly known as Kuyamis before the Spanish colonists arrived. The province of Misamis Oriental's Kuyamis Festival celebrate the showcases product and byproduct made from coconut tree. It's a delicious coconut kinds that was a staple diet of Misamis, earliest known Negrito inhabitant. Different participant municipalities sell items, handicraft articles, stuff, and meal of Filipino delicacies that must use coconut its part. Local artists from Misamis Oriental also have art exhibition. Next is Kaaghaan Festival. Every August of the year, the most celebrated event of Cagayan de Oro, the culture-rich and colorful Cagayan Festival happen. It is held every 28th day of August, which is feast day of Saint Augustine, patron saint of the city. The festival is a 3-week celebration that starts on the first week of August with activity like pageant competition, marathons, agricultural trades, fairs, cultural street dancing parade, exhibition, and sponsored event to patron and Glorial Parade. Sakay-Sakay Festival held on third week of January in Balingasag, Misamis Oriental. Locals show their devotion to the image of Santo Niño with dance and parade along the streets. The highlights of the festival is Sakay-Sakay, Fluvial Parade, and Balingasag, Makalahay Bay. It is said to give blessing to the local. Both local and tourists visit Balingasag around January to experience Sakay-Sakay Festival. Pukyakan Festival on January 12 in Lagundingan, Misamis Oriental. The festival is highlighted by a street dancing competition depicting how Lagundingan became one of the municipalities of Misamis Oriental. Kalinga Festival, street pageantry in Ginoog City, Misamis Oriental. It features street dancing, culture presentation. People call it street pageantry with several festive activities showcasing arts and ingenuity in costume. The locals also have a trade fair in observance of the city charter day. Mount Lumo. One of perks of Mount Bulatukang mountain range is Mount Lumo. When Cebu Pacific Flight 287 crashed into the mountain, killing everyone on the board, it became well known. Mount Lumo is known as the Mount of the Souls because of its breathtaking mossy forests and cascading waterfalls. It is now one of Misamis Oriental burgeoning tourist destination. It is also home to a variety wildlife include the Philippine monkey-eating eagle. Next is Agutayan White Island in Jasaan. Agutayan White Island has a long stretch of sandbar with powdery white sand. Add to this the cerulean blue waters that gives the island a breathtaking view. It is an ultimate getaway for beach goers because it is uninhabited and it remains one of the most pristine of Misamis Oriental tourist spot. Next is Mapawa Natural Park is your ultimate adventure getaway. It is an ideal site for solo travelers or those with friends and families. Among the fun-filling activities you can do here are horse riding, waterfalls chasing, ziplining, swimming, and trekking. Get impressed with nature. Mapasawan Nature Park is the one of most accessible tourist spots in the Misamis Oriental. Malasag Ecotourism Village showcased Indius Malasag Ecotourism Village showcased of indigenous houses in the region. Here you find a restaurant, a swimming pool, and museum, generated forests and cottages. The Philippine Tourism Authority operates this eco-village. Mount Agustin Metropolitan Cathedral in Cagayan de Oro City. St. Augustine Metropolitan Cathedral boasts of a century-old and Gothic-inspired architecture because of its exquisite exterior design. Both Catholics and non-religious love coming to gaze at the church. It is one of the top Misamis Oriental tourist spots. So that's all our report. Thank you for listening.